Do you usually have any guests, or it's just a group talk?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Football United TV. It's Sunday, so that means one thing. It's the Premier League weekend show. And let's get to that intro. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to tonight's show. Billy, what happened, mate? But when that intro was playing, me and Joe, we were giving it all this and, busting the move. And
he's upset. He's upset. I'm on the show. He can't talk to me. He doesn't really want me on the show. He's a Chelsea fan. He doesn't even want to wear his Chelsea shirt anymore. He's moved to Spain.
You know what is it? Yeah, it's been a shit weekend for me, man. So sorry for the non-dancing, but I'm still here and I'm talking football.
So you're still here talking football. All right then. Okay then. Right. Before we start the show, Billy, how are you, mate?
I'm shit, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Come on. I only a little bit though, just a little bit. And you know what? I'm just going to say to this guy, Joe, welcome to the show. First time on the show. How you doing, my friend? You all right?
Hey, I'm feeling good, but not so good because, if you know anything about the football matches today, Man United lost 3-0 to Bournemouth. So, yeah, I'm happy that we beat Chelsea, but back to the same old rubbish again.
Wow. What can I say? All three of us, we're all losers. We've lost this weekend.
For real.
Yeah, Villa. We lost to Villa. They lost to Everton. And obviously, with Bournemouth is just it's been dire.
I feel like mine's the worst, though. I feel like mine's the worst. How you talking about? Like, I lost to Bournemouth. Yeah, Man United lost to Bournemouth. You lost to Aston Villa. At least they're in the top 4. Yeah, Bournemouth are 14th place, and they weren't even 14th when they played us. Yeah,
right. Okay.
I think I feel, man. Everton are 17th.
Yeah, but Everton got points deducted, innit? They were, let's be real, they would have been above you, innit? So let's not put any shame on Everton. They would have been above you if they hadn't got them 10 points deducted. So Everton are actually doing all right.
Yeah.
And in fact, as we were talking before, that 10-point deduction is probably a good thing for them now rather than next season, innit? So
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Hopefully Man City just gets flogged now as well. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. I tell you what. We're going to go. Should we? I'll bring the first topic up, and then we'll just talk about that. I mean, because we're pretty much. Well, we're sad this weekend, but listen, the show goes on, doesn't it? So I'll go on to this game. We'll do this game first, okay? So we're going to do the Spurs 4, Newcastle 1, Spurs run riots. Well. Basically, what I put there, they actually ran riot 4-1. Now, the only thing about this game, which I'm literally shocked, and I don't think I've ever said this on the stream or actually on this show, 2 goals. Richarlison. Was I seeing things? Was I literally seeing things? Because let's be honest, the man don't score really, does he? Let's be honest. So he doesn't really score. I mean, obviously, congratulations to Tottenham. You don't know how much it hurts me to see this. But yeah, I mean, it was a good win for them in that. Newcastle, I know they had an injury to Pope, their goalkeeper. Obviously, that shoulder injury, I think he's going to be out for a lengthy period of time. I think it's after New Year. What I've been reading, he's not back. They had a standing goalkeeper today, their number 2, and I got to be honest with you, I didn't really think much of him. All on this fantasy football, they're saying that he's a good goalkeeper, and if you got Pope, replace him with him. And nah, but don't listen to any of that stuff. But Joe, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to you first on this this one, mate. What's your thoughts on this game, mate?
You think I was gonna sit there? Listen, I was after our smacking yesterday. Yeah, you think I'm sitting there watching the whole of the Spurs game after they scored the first goal? I was on watching KG's stream, and he shut off his stream, and I shut off my TV because I'm not watching any more of that. Do you know? Well done, Spurs, innit? Yeah, but I really wanted a draw today. Well done, Spurs. Big Ange, is he back? Is he back, or is Newcastle just tired? Do you know what I mean? Newcastle have been through the mud. They've got hardly any players. They've got no depth left. Yeah. Did Tottenham just play them at the right time? That's what I think. Yeah, I think Newcastle would usually bad them up, but they got lucky today. They played them at the right time. I think Tottenham are soon going to get found out.
Yeah, definitely. I said with Tottenham now, even though they've won today, but as the season goes on, I could just see them spiral, and that spiral, I think, is going to go. I think it was going downwards because I thought at one stage, I can't see them qualifying for the top four. I don't think they get top four, Tottenham. I really don't. I really don't. And
well, now if you're looking at it, it's got Liverpool, Arsenal, Aston Villa, and Man City. Yeah,
that'd be the four.
That's the top four. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think Tottenham could maybe actually no? When I'm thinking about it, Aston Villa's playing way better than Tottenham.
Yeah,
Aston Villa's playing better than Man City right now. Let's be real.
Yeah. That's the way I think. Yeah, I really can't see it, but you know, I just think he's absolutely well. They played well, but I mean, of late because they've been losing a few games now, haven't they? Tottenham, obviously, as we know, like obviously, it's like what I said with them spiraling down. It's like what I said. I can't see them finishing in the top four. I mean, I know that they had 2 goals from Richarlison. I think Son scored the penalty. As soon as I got home, that was it. I switched on the telly and I thought, oh bloody hell! And I looked at the scoreline. By then, they were already 3-0 up. So I've really thought Newcastle was going to give them a good game. I'm not too sure. I think they might be struggling. I think they got a few injuries or something like that. But Billy, can I get your view on this game? And if there was anybody that stood out in this game, yeah, in your opinion, who would that be as well?
I mean, I can't lie. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to watch. I'm in a similar boat to Joe. Like after Chelsea getting smacked up by Everton, there was no way I wanted to watch one of our rivals going to smack up Newcastle, who also went and smacked Chelsea up as well. So look,
same, bro, same. They both smacked me up. I don't want to see it.
And yeah, look, I think Newcastle were going to be found out sooner than later. I predicted at the start of the season that they were finishing 6th. I saw that Champions League was going to be a struggle for them on top of trying to get top 4 again. So I really do. Well, I really predicted what was going to happen. Spurs, on the other hand, you know what? It's a funny one with Spurs because 1 week, well, not 1 week, but for the last 3 or whatever, they've been absolutely crumbling and bottling it. Now they seem like they're getting back a little bit, but it all depends on Poch. It's his first time in the Premier League. He's going to have his droughts and struggles, and we just need to watch and see how he handles it. I in my opinion, I think Poch is going to struggle, and I won't have Poch top 5 or 6. I predicted them 7th or 8th, but then again, my list is screwed because I had Chelsea 2nd at the start of the season. So let's just laugh that one out of the way.
I think you made a little bit of a error there with what you were saying about Poch first time in the Premier League, innit? I think you're thinking about your own team. You're talking about Tottenham, right?
Oh, yeah, Postecoglou. Sorry.
What's his name again? Big Ange. Yeah,
that's the one.
Big Ange.
Yeah, it's his first time in the Premier League, so we've got to watch him and see how he struggles and see, because there are going to be hurdles that he's got to face, and we've already seen him come out and protect the referees, but then also slag them off. We've also seen him play a high line with 9 men. Like, we have seen some stupid stuff from this guy already. So, yeah, it's entertaining to watch.
I like the bravery. You know what I mean? I like the bravery.
Not brave, it's stupid.
You say it's stupid, but listen, he's got better results than you, bro. Like, his stupidity has got him in 5th place, above me and above you. Yeah?
The stupidity from
Joe
that
got a
Chelsea
point.
game. When
Joe
Spurs
got a
play
point.
Chelsea, mate, when you're playing 9 men, you cannot be playing a high line like that.
Bro, he could do it once. I understand the reasoning behind it, yeah, because I'd rather leave here trying my hardest to win than to just try and protect what we've got. Do you understand what I mean? If we can come out here with a result, and if we're 1-0 down or 2-0 down or whatever it is, yeah, and if I think my team's good enough to get a goal or two back from you, why not push up? Why am I going to sit back for? He believes in his team. With that mentality, yeah, look, when Man City goes down to 10 men or 9 men, they still attack. Why can't Tottenham?
Exactly. Yeah.
Listen, he's building a different mentality, bro. Different mentality.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
It's best that if you're going to go down, you're going to lose the game, but let's go down fighting. Let's not go down and just hold back and go, oh, well, we've lost this game anyway. Let's just put up a bit of a fight, encourage the team a bit more. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it all comes down to, if you're one of those teams that's like down towards the bottom and you're down, like, relegation, if it comes down to the final day of goal difference, it's a big thing. So, it's best to go down fighting. That's what I always say anyway.
Yeah, but going down fighting caused that the 4 goals from Chelsea. Like, let's be real. They were winning at the start of the game. Yeah. Then we equalised. Then they scored. And then it was 2-1. And then they were playing a high line with 9 men. Like, I'm not being... I would understand your point of view if they were losing.
Yeah.
But when you're winning, like, surely when you're winning, you want to go out. You're at the new stadium. It's your first time in charge of Tottenham Hotspur. And you're coming up against a rival like Chelsea, who Poch is at the helm of, and he's coming back to face Tottenham. And you're playing a high line with 9 men when you're trying to win a game. In my opinion, stupidity. It's not about mentality.
Do you know what? You're right. If he was losing, then it would make sense. I didn't realize he was winning and you're still doing it, then it's done.
Yeah.
At that point, then it becomes done. Still, yeah. I'd rather just put that 5 at the back. I'll put 5 at the back. Do you know what I mean? And have like 2.
I'll put all 9 at the back. I'll put all 9 at the back.
Like his wing backs, yeah.
What? What formation are you going to play? A 9-1. All right then.
8-1. You know what I mean? 4 on each side and just 1 up front.
What I'm going to do, lads, I'm just going to hit the comments because there are quite a few comments coming in. So we got Joe Sportsman, and I take it this is you, Joe, replying back. Yeah, we got entertainment. Yeah, and then we got Early Doors Football TV. Big up, Tim. Welcome in. Well, thanks for tuning in and watching the show. He goes big up, Anthony Herbert, Joe Batman, and Billy. And then he turns around to say, "My team got slapped today. They did. They Fulham beat them 5-0. Fulham.
Was it 5-0?
5-0 out of all teams. Fulham beating West Ham. You wouldn't have predicted that, would you? Do you know what?
Team 5-0 at home, right? Or am I tripping? I swear Fulham. Yeah, I swear Fulham beat.
Yeah, that's 2 games. That's 2 games they've won 5-0 now.
Let me double check. Anthony,
double check.
I'll have a double check and I'll come back to it.
So when was that match with West Ham? Today?
Yeah.
Yes, that was today, yeah.
And they won 5-0. They definitely won. They won 5 or 4-0 just the other day, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What was the last 2 matches? Let me see West Ham's last couple of matches.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Fulham's last games. Here we go. Yeah, their last game, they've scored 10 goals in 2 games, conceded 0 goals.
Hey.
Yeah.
Who did they beat last time? Who did they beat last?
Forest.
Hey,
that was Tuesday. Was that Tuesday or Wednesday? That was Tuesday or Wednesday night,
wasn't
it?
Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday. And then they lost. Do you remember? They narrowly lost to Liverpool in that 4-3 game. Yeah.
That's right.
They beat Wolves.
Look at the teams. Look at the teams that are doing well this season. You would have never expected it.
No.
Aston Villa. Freaking Tottenham.
I predicted Villa.
West Ham.
Yeah, you would.
West Ham and Fulham. What Fulham? Fulham are in 9th, bro. I mean, Fulham are 10th, sorry. Yeah. Fulham are 10th above you, who's 12th. And chat. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the table. It's crazy. It's a crazy team. We're 6th. I think the table's forced this season because we don't even deserve to be 6th.
Yeah,
Like,
so what's your with Fulham? So that's so obviously goal difference there. That's plus 10 alone.
Yeah.
So what's their goal difference?
0.
difference.
Their goal difference is 0.
Yeah, 0. Yeah, 0.
Yeah.
They've scored 10 goals in 2 games, conceded 0,
They're
and somehow
minus
they're
10
on 0.
before before he beat Forest.
Because before that they've been conceding. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, bloody hell. I took fair
That's
play to
good
them.
though.
You can't fault them. No. Anyway, Brush is in. He's saying big up, folks. And then Early Doors goes back. Well, big up, Brush. In fact, for tuning in, by the way. Early Doors goes on to say, Ricardo showing Nketiah how to do it. Well, yes, I think he is at the minute. But they
Wait,
both
Joe,
can't score, let's be
I
honest.
want to hear your opinion on this. I'm actually
Yes,
someone
sir.
who really rates Nketiah. I actually
Okay.
think, hear me out here, he's one of the best backup strikers in the Premier League.
And who's this?
Nketiah.
Talking about your guy.
Like,
And this is your friend. This is your friend that said that.
And I do not get how Arsenal fans hate him as much as they do, and like want him out and say that they think he's shit. Like it baffles me.
Well, you tell your friend, come on the show. So you can forward the link to him. You can come on the show, and I'm going to educate him about strikers and Eddie Nketiah. I will.
You don't want any Nketiah on your team?
No, he's not the standard of Arsenal Football Club. He's not that standard.
You know what I mean, Joe?
And I got to be honest with you.
Would you prefer him, or would you prefer Jesus?
Jesus.
You prefer him, yeah?
Yeah.
How much goals has he scored though?
But he's been injured. He was out for a lengthy period of time, wasn't he? Because he had that old knee injury.
How much goals did he score last season?
The goals he scored last season, he scored 13 goals last season, Jesus. And he had a couple of injuries as well last season. I'm not defending him, but he scored 13 goals last season. He had 2 different types of injuries last season. Because if you remember, it was this time last season he was out, and by January in that, like New Year, we had Trossard. We got Trossard, and he was scoring the goals, wasn't he, Trossard?
Yeah, I like Trossard. That's a good buy.
Arteta, as soon as Jesus was in, as soon as he come back and he was fully fit, he bombed Trossard out and put Jesus back in. Now, any normal manager would turn around and say, right, he's been playing, he's been scoring the goals. Now you're back from injury, yeah? You've now got to work your way into this team.
Yeah, but Arteta don't do that. We know.
No, I know he doesn't. That's because Arteta, to be honest with you, he's stubborn, and he's not the. I personally don't think he's the right manager for Arsenal at the minute.
What?
Arteta. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Sitting at the top of the table, you're saying that Arteta's not right for the job?
No. Do you know what? He's got to win a trophy this season. He's got to win a trophy this season.
How long was you at this top of the season for last season?
Yeah, but we bought it.
That's just Arsenal. Like, yeah. Wow. Do you know what? Arsenal fans are mad. Do you know what? I think football fans in general are just getting crazy, bro. Because how could your manager keep you at the top of the season for Black? I understand that you bottled it, yeah, but at least you could say that you were there in it, yeah. We can't say that.
Yeah,
we can't say that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if our manager kept us on top of the season, on top of the league for as long as your manager kept you on,
well, it was like 90% of the season, wasn't it, or like 93%?
How can you say Arteta out? Wow, Arsenal fans are
no. He's got to win. He's got to win a trophy this season. He's got.
Yeah, but you just said you didn't even think he's the right man.
And do you know what? We got Liverpool in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. We've been drawn. Arsenal's got Liverpool in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. So if we lose, so that'd be Carabao Cup we're out of, FA Cup we're out of. I can't see us winning the Champions League, but in all fairness, we're having a bit of a decent run in it because we're in the round of 16 now, so that's fair enough. I tipped we'll get to quarterfinals, and then anything after quarterfinals, it to me is a bonus. But I will enjoy it, and I'll say fair play to him. But he's got to win the Premier League for me this season. The reason being because at the end of this season, he's been with Arsenal for 5 years. He's had 750 million in 5 years he spent, right? Now, There's no point giving him all this X amount of money and we ain't
Ask
winning.
Chelsea, that's not a lot of money. Ask
Yeah,
Chelsea,
I
that's not a lot of money.
I mean,
Mate,
trouble
Foley's
is,
got that
though,
in his back
we
pocket.
want to be we want to be like Chelsea now. We want to sack 50 managers in the space of a month. That's what we want.
You know what?
Arteta has done a bang up good job. And you know what? What if he did win the Champions League? Wouldn't you find that more impressive than the Premiership? Guess what? You ain't won that.
No, I would do. And you know what? I would hold up my hands. Seriously, I would hold up my hands and I would say, Arteta, I was wrong. And seriously, I would. But this minute in time, I'm 50-50 on him. Seriously, I'm 50-50 on him.
Yeah, but let's be real, yeah? Wait, Joe, right? If say, for instance, Ten Hag, yeah, comes in, his first 2 seasons, he gets 8th back-to-back, yeah? His first season, sorry, he wins the FA Cup. Huh?
He would have been fired. He would have been fired.
Facts.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I mean by like. I understand Anthony's point in that way because when you're looking at clubs like United, Chelsea, Arsenal, like they can't afford to be in that area. They need to be in that.
I feel this is the thing. This is why people, in this day and age, I've had this conversation over and over and over again on numerous channels. Yeah, in this day and age, that means that Alex Ferguson would have never been Man United manager. You know that? He didn't win anything until his 4th season. He almost got relegated his 1st season. The book is right there. Trust me, this guy, Alex Ferguson, the GOAT of management, would have been fired. Almost got relegated his 1st season. I think he didn't even come in the top. I think he finished like 8th or 11th in the next season. He would have been fired. Chelsea wouldn't have had that. Arsenal would, but that's why I kind of commend the patience that Arsenal shown Arteta. Do you know that? I'm begging for Man United fans to do the same thing with Erik ten Hag. It might not look good right now, but remember what he did last season. At least he did that last season. Like you said, Arteta finished 8th twice,
Yeah.
Yeah. At least we didn't do that. We finished 3rd, and already people are saying Ten Hag out, even though he won the Carabao Cup. But even though they said that, when Arsenal won the Carabao Cup, that it was a stepping stone. So how come it's not?
I always said Man United had a better season last season than Arsenal, even though we finished 2nd and we didn't win nothing. I mean, you finished 3rd, you won the Carabao Cup, plus you was in the final of the FA Cup final, which you lost to Man City. So you've reached 2 finals, won, and you've got a Champions League spot as well. In all fairness, and that was Ten Hag's 1st season.
1st
season. So he did better in his 1st season than what Arteta did.
Yeah, but everybody's saying Ten Hag out now.
Yeah, but to be fair, United fans are having a rough time. Like, you went through Moyes, you went through Mourinho, you went through... I'm trying to... You had Rangnick, Solskjaer.
And I'm tired of it. I don't want any more changes. Get rid of these crap players now. Stop talking about the manager. Yeah, do you know what? Apart from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I wanted him out. I never even wanted him in, and I never wanted Mourinho either, But the more and more that I've gone on now, watching the teams play and just capitulate everything and just throw their towels in and walk around like spoiled children, I am done with my players. I'm done with my players. I'd rather see the whole team get scrapped than see another manager get sacked before those players on the pitch, right? Because you can't keep throwing your manager under the bus and just trying to say you're hitting restart. Someone said this the other day. You can't actually be saying it's a restart. We're crying for a restart. It's not a restart if all the same crap players are still here. The same crap players, Rashford's. Look how long Luke Shaw's been here. Not to say that he's crap, but look how long they've been here. They have won nothing. Why do we keep throwing managers under the bus if these players haven't got any credentials? Because if your players haven't got no credentials, I ain't listening to them.
I think the biggest thing is there's too much power with players nowadays, though. Like, if you look at it, a prime example is Mbappe, that guy is more powerful than the manager. He can get the manager sacked. That's the level of power a player has.
Yeah. It's dumb. It's dumb. And I don't think any to be over the manager. Any player. I don't care if they've got more money on it or not. Not Arteta. Wenger, yeah, Wenger had players on higher salaries than him, but none of them was better than him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Until his last season, no player would have still said, Wenger out. Yeah, apart from the last season, then he started getting a bit sour. But in all honesty, you can keep players that are hungry, that need. Listen, why do we buy someone like Anthony? We bought Anthony, right? The guy wasn't even on 100,000 a week, and he was on like 30,000 a week. Why is he on over 100,000 now, please? Does that make sense?
No.
We didn't even go up by 10s or 20s. We just straight 100,000 a week. That's dumb. Yeah, all the players that come here, they just get lazy, bro. They're not hungry anymore. They're not hungry. What they've got to work, they've got the bag already. They're sitting on money on their social media, just growing, and the team just going to anyway. I'm trying my hardest not to swear.
It's all right, Joe. I do the odd F-bomb. Billy, bloody hell, he's an F-bomb himself. He's the human F-bomb. This one. Anyway, I just want to quickly go through these comments. AFC always, thank you very much for your comment and thank you for tuning in. He said he is fed up with Odegaard moving away from a 50-50 ball, literally stepped away and let the opponent shoot. What the fuck is that? Well, I know what you're saying. He did that against Aston Villa, you know, when they were attacking. And obviously, I think McGinn was one of them, the goal scorer who scored for Villa. And one of them, when he shot, he literally just went out the way. Instead of trying to block the shot, he literally just moved out the way. I didn't know if he just wanted I didn't know if he wanted to ruin his haircut or what. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But, you know, that's
I still think Arsenal players are a bit soft. Don't you?
Arsenal players? Yeah.
Arsenal players are a bit soft. I mean, one thing that I'll never forget when who's that big bully guy that was playing up front for Wolves back in the day?
Oh, Toure.
Nah, not Toure. Oh, what's his name? How dare I forget his name?
Did he go to Barcelona?
Nah. Oh man, I'm gonna remember his name soon. I'll come back. But he said basically he loved playing against Arsenal, because every time.
Troy Deeney.
Troy Deeney, that's it. That's it.
Troy Deeney,
Troy Deeney. He playing against you guys because I understand because you guys are just you got all the skills and the tactics, but if people put the pressure on you guys, I think that's why you got people like Rice in there now who can actually put a little bit of muscle, shove his weight around a little bit. Because
I think that's City's biggest issue with Rodri at the team. I think that is the main issue. The lack of physicality in that midfield that City have. Like, if you're thinking about it, who did they sign in the summer? Mateus Nunes and Kovacic.
The defender. They got a new defender as well.
Oh yeah, what's his Guardiola? That's the one, isn't it?
Oh, that's it, Guardiola.
The thing is with Guardiola, though, he's even made mistakes this season. Like he's made a few mistakes, but like my point being is in that midfield area, especially, they've got Phillips there, and they're still not playing him. They are picking Mateus Nunes. They are picking Kovacic. Both of them are ball carrying, love the ball to their feet, tiki taka, dribble through, carry the ball forward. They're not physically strong players.
No physicality. Yeah,
and I think that's their biggest issue with why they haven't won without Rodri, because Rodri offers that physicality.
Rodri always gives you that tactical foul, doesn't he? Always. When they're breaking, when someone breaks him, he's like, don't worry about that. He always offers that beautiful tactical foul. I can't lie. Everybody knows it. But if anybody breaks for Man City and Rodri's about, you're going down, which I love.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to finish these comments off, and then we're going to go on to the next topic. And I'm obviously discuss next. Brush is in. Big up, Brush. Thanks for tuning in. He said, Billy Joe Linton ruined my Ramiro clean sheet. Now, he's either on about a bet or he's on about his fantasy football. He's one of the two. And he says, big up, Brush. And always, that's early doors. Brush is saying that too. AFC always. They're all bigging up. Wait, my bro is in the house. Rich. I messaged you, Rich, yesterday to come on the show, and you didn't reply, mate. So obviously, and I was rushing, I got back, so I had to quickly come on. So that was that. But if you're still watching, Billy's tallied up all the predictions for last week, so we'll get the scores on that one. And then obviously Billy talks bullshit. Yeah, we know that. Yes, Rich. And he says yes, that's Bill. That's you, Bill. Evening it, Rich. Yeah. And then they're saying, Billy ditched Chelsea. Now look at Sheffield Wednesday shirt. Here we go. Now. It's not Sheffield Wednesday.
It looks like Sheffield Wednesday. No, I didn't think that at first, but it's not Sheffield.
He's got a Watford one.
Yeah, I've got Watford.
That was it. Actually, did you hear the comment from Arteta about the wind affect your football? That's better than the light, but oh my god, what the wind was blowing the ball around it. Oh my god, that's a bit like Klopp saying, "Oh, the pitch was a bit sticky and too wet." Like, just go away with your pathetic excuses. It's winding me up now. Yeah, no, I didn't hear that early doors, and I'm glad I didn't because I most probably would have ended up punching my TV, and I would have had to go and buy a new one. So, especially after that Aston Villa game. Best side in West London at the minute is Fulham. Yeah, well, the last 2-1, yeah. Well said, Joe. Give Ten Hag time. Yeah, that's
Thank
Matt.
you.
Matt Arteta won the FA Cup in his first season, didn't he? Yes, he did. He did.
You see, and you guys still want him out.
But then again, you won a trophy, we won a trophy. But that was the seat. We sacked Unai Emery when we were 8th. Finished 8th under Arteta and won an FA Cup. But what I'm trying to say is, what me and Joe's trying to say is even though Arteta did that, but Arteta, he didn't finish 3rd in the Premier League and got Champions League football like Erik Ten Hag did. So, in all fairness, I'm praising Ten Hag more up than what Arteta did in his first season. Ten Hag had a better first season at Man United. So
and look at that as well. This is what I've been saying as well. You know, people like look at that. You sacked Unai Emery when you was 8th, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing I'm talking about with patience. We need to have patience in the Premier League. People are so wild about getting rid of managers just because they lost a couple of games. Look at Unai Emery now. You're not laughing now, are you?
Mate, I said this when Unai Emery got appointed at Aston Villa. Like I was rating him out in Villarreal and that, and I thought I don't know why Arsenal let him go. Like genuinely,
too quick.
Unai Emery is the 3rd best manager in the league.
It's because he never had the respect of the dressing room. They were taking the piss out of him and stuff, innit?
I didn't know
they were mocking his accent and shit.
And I'll tell you something now. If Unai Emery was the manager, if he was still in charge, he would have won Arsenal the Premier League last season.
I think you would have won it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You best watch out. You don't win it this season instead of you guys. I would love that so much. I would love if Unai Emery comes and just takes the title away from Arsenal.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you 3 bitches, you shouldn't have got rich with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Now.
Let's get on the next one. Joe, this one's for you. Quickly. Man United 0, Bournemouth 3. What's next for Man United? I know we've been talking a lot about Man United, the players and Ten Hag. Losing 3-0. 2 goals by Solanke. Do you know what? What a player he is. He's an informed player, isn't he?
He's informed.
Honest, he's brilliant.
Well, I'm calling brilliant, you know. I don't think he's in good form at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Can he keep doing it, though? Can he keep doing it? I mean, he scored his first goal the other day. Do you know what I mean? So, don't big him up too much. They're just in good form right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can do it for the rest of the season. Can he even keep it up till Christmas? We'll see.
Well, that's true. But what I want to know, Joe, is what's your thoughts on this game? And also, if you can, after, explain because there's a couple of Man United fans, obviously, that they are watching, because they've commented. Explain, in your own opinion, what's the next step for Man United? What you would want for Man United?
What I would want, or what do I think is going to happen?
Oh, well, what you think's going to happen? What
I think's going to happen?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know, but I have a bet with somebody that's in my community, right, for £200 that Erik Ten Hag is going to be here next season. That's my bet, yeah? He says that he's going to get fired by next season, right? And I've put £200 where my mouth is, yeah, and said he's going to be here. And that's what I want to happen. But honestly, I can see if Ten Hag, I've got a feeling that Man United is like this, yeah? We're going to win games that don't matter and lose the ones that do. Like when we play Bayern Munich, I feel like we're gonna win. We're gonna win some stupid game, and we're still gonna get knocked out of the Champions League, yeah. But we're gonna win that game, yeah. And then we'll go ahead and lose to fucking Liverpool, like some stupid score, like 5-0, yeah. Which is gonna put more pressure on to Eric Ten Hag, which then the players are gonna start throwing their bibs out the pram and stuff like that. And then, honestly, I fear his job going into January. I do, and that's what I really think Man United's going this season. I feel like we're gonna win the games that don't matter, and then we're gonna get hyped and we're gonna think everything's stable, and then we're gonna lose the important games. Like that Bournemouth game, even though it was Bournemouth, it was an important game. We had a chance to go level with City on points, yeah, and we just threw it away.
No,
it's honestly, I still believe in my manager. What I hope and pray is that we're gonna get these silly wins over the teams that are not so important, but it will still leave us in the top 4. That's what I'm hoping for. But honestly, I feel like the man's going to get fired when Ratcliffe comes in. Ratcliffe's going to want to make some drastic changes, and I just hope that it's players that he's thinking about changing and not the manager. That's what I'm hoping.
That's what you're hoping for, yeah. It's come to my declare. I'm sorry, but I rushed it. But nobody's noticed it. But I will. If you have noticed it, yes, okay. I did miss the E out in Bournemouth. So a person that just messaged me that's watching this show, I do apologise. Okay.
No, you got it right. Apologise. Bournemouth, because they're boring.
I do apologise, but yes, you are correct. I was rushing. Right, Billy, your thoughts on this game? One other thing I want to add to this, it's not just this game, but it's any other game now. It seems like no matter what team you support, you can support a team in the top 6 or whatever, but it seems like this season, there's no such thing as an easy game anymore, is there?
Nah. I think it's a weird one. Like, it is mad how, like, when I was growing up and that, you had the main ones of quite literally United and Arsenal, and then that was it. And then Chelsea came into it a little bit. Then City started coming into it. Then Liverpool, and now like you don't know who's going to win what game next.
Yeah,
like you got Man United v Chelsea. Chelsea coming off the back of drawing 4-4 with City and beating Tottenham 4-1. And then you had United who were scraping wins against Burnley and Luton. Like, and Man United turn up and beat us. Do you know what I mean? And not even like the scoreline actually makes Chelsea sound good, only 2-1. It could have easily been 5 or 6-2 on one.
Yeah.
Like, there was... So, yeah, it is a madness. But, Joe, the only question I want to give you about United, which I am discombobulated by, is how on earth has Ten Hag got Manager of the Month and Maguire got Player of the Month?
Damn, that was my next question.
I will tell you why, yeah? I don't know about Ten Hag, yeah? But I know why Maguire's got it. Because I'll tell you this right now, yeah? I was the biggest Maguire outer. Yeah, get Maguire out. I didn't want him to touch the pitch this season. He's the only defender that's doing anything for us right now. Yeah. If it wasn't for Maguire for the last how many games, we would have been even worse. I have to give it up to... It's one of the things that burns me to say, but well done, Maguire. You've turned it around. And he's popular, isn't it? Let's face it. In England, he's popular. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that these player of the months are done between the clubs, innit? They pick, the players pick, don't they?
Yeah.
All the English lads love Maguire. He was definitely gonna get it. Yeah, that's how he got it. I don't have a clue though how my manager got Manager of the Month though. But hey,
no, I don't. Do you know what? I was actually watching your stream, Joe, and do you know what? That was the 2 comments I put in on your stream. How the hell did a question? Can you tell me how Harry Maguire got Player of the Month? And also, can you tell me how Eric Ten Hag got manager of the month?
The Maguire one makes a lot more sense to me though than the Eric Ten Hag one. Yeah, honestly, I don't know where that came from.
I thought Saliba would have got
Joe.
player of the month myself personally.
Like,
That's because you support Arsenal.
if we look at the fixtures, yeah, the reasoning behind it is he kept a clean sheet against Fulham, or he kept a clean sheet against Luton or Bournemouth. Well, clearly not Bournemouth, but do you know what I mean? Like, those were the last 4 fixtures of the month. It's not impressive. Like,
I know what it is. It's just hit me. Do you know what it was? The media want to come back into the presses. So that's how he got manager of the month. Yeah. Because we kicked the media out of the presses. Yeah. They're trying to get Ten Hag nice again. So that's how we won it. Yeah. We kind of.
I think what it was, Bill, I think it was down, no disrespect, I think it was down to do with the Chelsea game. When he slid and he tackled Palmer in the box, which was a good tackle. But when he slid, he had a bit of grass on his shorts there. So that was how he got player of the month. He got a bit dirty, didn't he? There, he got a grass stain there on his side of his shorts. He thought, that's him. Give it to him.
But what about manager of the month?
I can think of.
What about manager of the month? Like Maguire deserves it. What about manager of the month? How did he get manager of the month?
Exactly.
do you reckon it's a sympathy thing? Yeah.
I think it was definitely between him and Poch, innit? That's the only way he won.
Yeah, I would have given it to Poch because I would have felt sorry for Poch. So I said, "Well, look, just give him a manager of the month. You know, up the morale."
Like, do you know what I mean? We don't need
You're not even good enough for the charity, bro. You're not even getting the charity, yeah, because I don't even think you deserve charity. The way, you know what, yeah? Someone said this the other day, said this today, actually, that Chelsea have been playing better matches than Man United. And their style of play have been better. And I would have to agree, yeah? Because only recently I can see some sort of identity coming from Ten Hag's team, yeah? Only recently. And that was mainly against you, if I'm being honest, yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, when we played against
that season.
100%. 100%. Yeah, and we need to start using them kids more. Yeah, use the youth. Forget all the olders. Yeah, they don't seem to be listening. Like, we need more in the midfield. I'd rather play just like 2 up front and maybe play 4 in the midfield, you know?
Yeah. What's Rich going on? He goes, next step for Man United, I'll have to spend on defence. Get rid of the crap there now. Keep Martinez. I'm talking centre backs we need. And he's going on saying that after. He's saying Maguire, Evans, Lindelof, Varane, all crap. We were United problems. Look at the 3 goals yesterday. All crap, making sloppy centre backs mistakes. Well, he's saying that
you can't call Varane crap, bruv. That man is a multiple Champions League winner.
No. Joe, sorry, I'm cutting you off right here, right now. Varane is not that Champions League winner.
Bro, he's not crap. He's still probably the best defender we have. Yeah? Just because he's not getting a run of games right now, yeah? He's still probably the best defender at Man United, bro. Yeah? Who's better than him? Who's better than him in our team?
Maguire, currently.
Maguire.
It's only because he's playing. It's only because he's playing. It's only because he's playing, yeah? Honestly, the only person that could say that's better than him is maybe Lucha. Yeah? Martinez.
He scored an own goal against Munich. Bon Maguire, right? What's that? He will score an own goal against Munich. You watch. Oh God! Do you know what? This is my brother. This is the younger sibling I got to put up with. It's like, it is what it is at the end of the day. I mean, 11 players make a team. I get fed up when turn around and they say, "Oh yeah, but we had our best player, right?" Yeah, but one. All right, I know you got more than one. All right, you might have a couple, but the players that comes in to replace them, they've got to be some sort of standard and quality. If not, they won't be playing for the bloody team. This is what
that standard and quality at the level that you need at the time.
They need at the time, yeah. But it is what it is. I know you're struggling. I know you need. I mean, in all fairness, Joe, I tipped Man United at the end of this season. I tipped them to finish 6th at the end of this season.
Rude. That's where we are now.
Exactly. That's where I think you. That's where I think. I think Newcastle. All right, they ballsed up today. Everybody has an off day. You know, they always say it's a bad day at the office. Theirs
So
was
who's going to
today.
be 1 to 5 then? If we're going to finish 6th, who's going to be number 1 to 5?
Right. My one, I think, is going to be. I think Man City's number 1, Liverpool's number 2, Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
number 3,
Mm-hmm.
4 Aston Villa, 5
Okay.
Newcastle,
And
6
then 6th,
Man
Man.
United, and 7th I'll put Tottenham in there.
I mean, I believe the Tottenham thing, but how do you?
I knew he was going to say that.
Mate, you know what? Yeah? Mate, that top 5, I agree with most of it. The only thing, like, I agree with the top 4, but I would swap. Well, I wouldn't have. Yeah, I'd probably put Newcastle 6th, just about. But I'd have United.
I think we're going to do better than Newcastle and Tottenham.
Bloody hell, you ought to tune on to next week's show. I'll tell you where I'll put Chelsea next week. I think it'd be 18th. But
hey, listen, aim your shots at me. It's fine.
Yeah. No, you had it on Friday, Bill. Friday was the Friday. Do you know what? That was the best. If anybody hasn't watched it, the Man United Agenda, we had the show, the Friday Night Takeaway, it's called. It was me, Billy, and Mr. B on there. Literally watch that show. Literally watch it. It was because I knew we were going to take, you know, it was going to be because it was mainly about the Man United and Chelsea game, wasn't it, Bill? And I knew it was going to be something there, like, you know, like, but it was, and then bits got added on and things happened in the stream, and it was just like, God, blimey, bloody hell.
It was the biggest shitstorm of my entire YouTube. Yeah, ever since I've done podcasting, that is the worst episode I've ever done.
Oh God!
I'm gonna definitely go back and watch that now.
Mate, honestly, it was just from start to finish. I hate. It's not like, look, respect to United
Julie felt sorry for
Agenda and respect to Mr. B and everyone, but that is the most miserable I've ever been on one of those shows, man. Yeah. I hated it.
Yeah, no, it was a good show. It was fun. Yeah. I knew the real excuses they picked at Ten Hag, but it should have been Sean Dyche. And then my brother goes on to say Varane's finished. His legs have gone, apparently.
You know,
Martinez is better than Varane. And then he then goes on to say, where is Chelsea finishing? And I thought, I just told you, 18th. Sorry, Joe, you want to say, what was it about Varane? I think he's saying his legs are gone. He's not the same. Did you want to touch on that? Was it that one? We all knew that Martinez is better. I think Martinez is better than Varane. I'm not going to lie.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Excuse me? All right, listen here. First of all, Varane, okay, he's coming towards the twilight years of his career, right? If he was done, he wouldn't be looking to now go to another team. He'd be looking to retire. Yeah. For me, I would manage this man in a way that if he's getting injuries, if it's the reason that he is staying out of the team because they're trying to manage his injuries and make sure he doesn't, you know, turn into Martial every season breaking like glass, then manage him, innit? But the man needs to play games, because for me, I don't see what the problem is playing Varane next to Maguire. Yeah, for some reason he says he doesn't like him. Doesn't like him playing there, but I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, we've had right-footed left centre backs before. Right-footed left centre backs before. Do you know what I mean? Like Vidic and Ferdinand played together. They're both right-footed. I don't see what the problem is. Yeah, this whole left-footed left centre back thing is stupid to me. Yeah, 2 centre backs, someone strong, someone intelligent. Like, because the thing with Maguire is, right, he's strong but clumsy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's forever knocking someone over in the box, forever tripping someone, forever pushing people. He even used to collide with his own players. I'll never forget the season when Ollie was here and he collided, basically like took out Luke Shaw. Like it was a clothesline. Yeah. Right. He literally plays with his arms like it's not football. It's like it's a wrestling show when you're watching Maguire defend, right? But when you watch someone like Varane, the reason why they call him the Rolls Royce is because he's very intelligent. He anticipates where the ball's going to be. I always see him coming, intercepting, head up, always getting in between the man and the ball. Yeah, that's what Varane is good at. And then he can just find a pass and get it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any defender that's as intelligent as Varane at our team. And I will say that there's a lot of defenders in the Premier League right now still not as intelligent as Varane when he's playing. When he's on the pitch, he made one mistake this season so far, and we ain't seen him again. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, no.
I've got a quick bone to pick, Joe. Right, with United in a minute. My biggest thing, right, is this young midfielder by Mainu,
bad boy.
Yeah, I'm worried and concerned about this guy, right? Because yes, he is a bad boy. He looks sick. The issue I have is, do you think because he's in a United shirt that he is going to get way too overhyped too quickly and actually fail? Because we've seen this year in, year out with a load of players, young players, looking like they're going to do well, looking like they've got the potential, but because they're playing for a bigger side, they fail too early. If you look at Mainu in a Brentford team, yeah, do you think that he's going to be getting the same ratings as if he was playing for United? No. But then that allows him to develop even further to then become this great player that we'll witness. I like the look of him. Even as a Chelsea fan, I got to respect it. Like, Chelsea are known for their academy. Not that we keep our players, we like to sell them all, but we're known for our academy players. Like, I respect it, but I am concerned about him because, like I said, I rate him highly. What do you think?
I think the kid is going to be a beast, yeah. But not just. I understand what you're saying though, because it happens to a lot of our young players. Yeah, Arsenal. Look at Walcott. You know, he was hyped, overhyped. You know, they pushed him, and then. Do you know what I mean? I think the whole overhyping of young players need to stop. I think the management of it is how you do it though, because you know, like how Rashford burst onto the scene. You know, he was just playing. Even Greenwood came onto the scene and just playing. Hold on. My manager right now, yeah, we've played Mainu, but he's not the person that we're relying on.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. He's not become the player that we're now reliant on. And that's how it doesn't get overhyped. He's a young player that's still being broken into the team, yeah? And he's still got the likes of Casemiro and the likes of Amrabat ahead of him, it seems, yeah? Because Amrabat starts before him, yeah? So it seems like the manager's got him in mind, but he looks like he's breaking him in easy, and I think that's the right way to do it. Don't listen to the media, because the media will be like, "Oh, play Mainu. We want to see Mainu. He's English. Play Mainu." Do you know what I mean? No, I'll play him when he's needed, and that's the way managers have to start thinking. Forget about what any outside forces are saying, and just know what you're seeing in the background, innit? You know what you're seeing on the training pitch, and even though we like the look of him, and what I would love to see is Mainu and either Casemiro or Amrabat in the midfield over McTominay, because I feel like defensively we'd be better covered. Yeah,
but you need to stick McTominay out front.
He's a top goal scorer.
I'd say do it.
Even for Scotland.
Play him there instead of Bruno. Take Bruno out in his position and put McTominay there.
Nah, Joe, don't like that.
No. Never, ever say that again.
You know what? The only reason why I'm saying that,
put him up front. I'll literally play him as a striker. I'll put Scott as a striker.
Do you know what? I know a lot of Man United fans, and they're not happy with Bruno. I've seen it on streams as well. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And that was the reason why I said it. I said, well, because a lot of people have been saying, drop Bruno, obviously, and then put McTominay in that position and play McTominay behind Højlund.
We would never get any goals because McTominay doesn't ask for the ball. McTominay goes scared. The reason why we see McTominay score goals because he only turns up in the box. Yeah, this is what I'm saying to you. The McTominay might as well just be a striker because he doesn't touch the ball out. Listen, how can you play 2 matches and only had 52 touches?
No.
Was it less than that? I think it was less than that. I think it was closer to 30 something. You played 2 matches and only had 30 touches. Something stupid like that, yeah? That as a midfielder is crazy. People like Rodri have 100 and something touches in 1 match. Yeah, you're a defensive midfielder. You're supposed to be collecting. Well, you're a midfielder, regardless. We know you're not really a defensive midfielder because you can't really do that, innit? Yeah, but whether you're attacking or box to box or whatever you're gonna call yourself, yeah, any midfielder has more than 50 touches in 1 match. Yeah, and he had done less than that in 2. It made no sense. Yeah. So you might as well just come up front as a striker. I don't care if you touch the ball then. I only needed to touch the ball when you're scoring a goal. Yeah, McTominay, you play up front because not only that as well, yeah. If you watch the Chelsea match, there were times when him and Højlund were basically in each other's way. Yeah. There was one point they almost headbutted each other, yeah, close to the
Yeah.
end of the match. I'm like, what's the point? Take Hoyland off, just put Scotty up front. At least he's banging in goals. That's
Yeah.
where I see Scotty up front, false nine. You have to have Fernandez behind him, right? Because Fernandez, as much as people hate him, and it's people, as much as you hate him, and I know he gives the ball away a lot, yeah, but guess what? He's also the top contributor to all of our assists. So
He was with it in that Champions League game against Galatasaray. You know, he assisted a couple in there, didn't he?
Mate, if without him, we'd be a lot more toothless than you'd think. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was without when our wingers were not winging, when our wingers weren't passing the balls in, who was making the goal attempts? It was him. Yeah, he causes a lot of things to happen, even though he gives the ball away a lot. But this happens when you've got a central midfielder that likes to find people. He's gonna make some mistakes, but at least 50-50, he will find them.
Yeah. Now this question here. Do you agree with this question here?
That's not a question. That's a statement, and that's also
a statement. Then I agree with this statement.
Hell no.
I know who this is.
Do you believe in that statement? Hold on, Arsenal fan. Do you believe in the statement?
Me as an Arsenal fan, I don't think we are going to win a league, because you got to think of it. Like me and Joe, right? Me and Joe, we most probably feel the same, right? Our team has bought Chelsea rejects, Mount and Havertz. But Havertz has been he has been scoring a little
now
bit.
He's doing something.
But I mean, to be honest with you, no, I don't think we are. We in the for Manchester United and Arsenal, and I think maybe Liverpool as well and Villa. This January window is important to us. We should rely on it, but it is, because we need to buy in a couple of players to aim for where we want to aim to. Man United's aim be top 4 / maybe Premier League. You might not win the Premier League. I'm just saying it and being kind, Joe, because you're first time here. You're
we ain't winning shit, bro.
But
top 4 aim.
But top 4 aim, right? Okay. With us, we're Premier League, so we need somebody. I mean, look at that. If Saka gets injured for Arsenal, it goes. It's wrong. It goes. Everything literally goes wrong.
You play Trossard or Nketiah.
I see Saka becoming a Michael Owen, you know.
Yeah, but trouble is though, with Saka, I got to think there's nobody for Saka's position. He's such a young guy, and he's got the world on his shoulders at the minute with playing at Arsenal. If we had a player that we can rotate with him, now, in other words, I like Pedro Neto from Wolves. Pedro Neto, I think that'd be a good buy. The rumours is, if he does come, you're talking in the region of 50 million to get Pedro Neto. I would get Pedro Neto for him. We need a DM, another DM, a midfielder, because I can't see Thomas Partey staying at Arsenal for long. I seriously, I can't say he's always injury prone, and he ain't no good now. Partey, he's no good at all. So we're on about getting Ruben Neves in on wing. So that's another player. And also, I think we're short. I think Arsenal need a centre back. We're not going to get a striker. All Arsenal fans want a striker. I want a striker, but I can't.
So you want to buy Ivan Toney?
Sorry,
Ivan Toney. You want to buy Ivan Toney? No,
I wouldn't mind. But do you know what? I think for the money that they're asking for him, they're asking anywhere between 80 to 100 million. But I'll tell you something now. Everybody goes, "What are you on about?" Ivan Toney. I reckon he'll stay at Brentford, but next season he will leave Brentford. And do you know who I reckon he'll go to? I reckon he'll go to Tottenham. And the reason being, listen to this, the reason being, because I reckon they'll use the money they got from Harry Kane going to Bayern Munich. That's the only reason that because I can't see
money. We've all got money. I mean, we've all got money though, innit? Like, let's be real. Like this summer, our new owners, or whatever you want to call them, are the Ratcliffe. Let's call him Ratcliffe, Ineos, whatever. Yeah, he's going to want to make some waves. He's definitely going to want to make some waves. Yeah, Chelsea definitely going to want to buy a striker. Yeah, definitely going to want to buy a striker, and they always have money. Arsenal, you've already proved that when it comes to getting who you want, someone like Declan Rice, you're willing to put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, if it's 100 mil and you want him, this is what I think. The managers that are stuck around now, right? They're getting the lessons of the board because they're seeing what they're doing. Like your manager, if you ask for anyone, if Arteta asks for anyone right now, and it's a matter of 100 in this or 100 in that, I think he's going to get it because they believe in him and they back him. Do you understand what I mean? If he goes, look, I need one more guy and it's going to cost me 150 mil, they might go, I don't know, but they'll do it. They'll do it because you can see the vision. You can see what's going well for you guys, yeah?
Yeah.
And you say about, I want to hit back up what you said about buying Chelsea rejects, yeah? There's nothing wrong with buying Chelsea rejects, bro. I'll tell you why. Do you know how much players Chelsea go through? Yeah? They can't all be reject. I was literally just about to say Salah was a Chelsea reject, yeah? Salah was a reject. I mean,
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne was imagine De Bruyne and Salah were both playing at Chelsea. But who was the manager? Mourinho. So guess what? There's no attacking football there. Yeah, these players weren't attacking like the way they want to attack. So their game was stifled. Do you know what I mean?
It's that, Joe, a little bit, right? I'm not blaming Mourinho for the fact that Salah and De Bruyne were not good enough for the team we already had. Willian was a better winger than Salah was at Chelsea. Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, time to develop, bro. This is the thing. Yeah, you don't just sell them straight away, though. Yeah, this is what was wrong with your team. How long did Salah stay at your team season? I mean, how many seasons did he stay at your team? It was like one or two.
One or two, yeah.
One or two. I'm pretty sure it was one.
He played like 3 games, I'm pretty sure.
That's ridiculous, yeah? That's not giving someone a chance. And you know what? You say it's just fit into his system better, yeah? You say that he's a better winger, but I just felt like he fit into the system better because you have to realize what Mourinho wants. He wants everybody to stay back. There's only a few people that go up front, yeah? And they attack just long balls. Yeah, that's why you got people like Drogba. He had people like Drogba, and then he had people like Diego Carlos, and he wants that big striker to impose himself when they fling those long balls up. You know what I mean? He's basically playing with 11 defenders. Those wingers came back, Willian and all that. Do you know what I mean? Mourinho was a part of the bus kind of manager, and then 3 people break forward. Mo Salah ain't about that. Mo Salah's about, let me stay up there. I hug the wing, and I will cut in, and I will bang goals. Mourinho weren't having that. And if it didn't fit in Mourinho's system, it ain't going to work. And this is why I never wanted Mourinho at United. I don't want to see that kind of football at United. I hate parking the bus. Yeah, I want us to attack. That's why I rate Big Ange so much. Yeah, because I prefer to go out fighting. I'll go down swinging, even if we lost 5-0. At least we went down swinging. And I saw a good effort from my team, innit?
I think, Joe, right? The way I look at it, and like you said, yeah, Chelsea have gone through a lot of players. The only player that I miss out of all of this is Oscar, because I feel like that guy.
I never knew why you got rid of him. That was a Mourinho move as well. Like Mourinho,
Willian, not Willian now. Like
Oscar.
Salah. Yes, he didn't get the potential opportunity he wanted, but I always back the manager in how they want to play. If they want to play defensive, sure, but show me why I want to support a part of the bus. Do you know what I mean? Like Conte, for instance, yeah? Okay, he's playing 5 at the back. Don't know how I feel about this. Boom, win the league from going mid-table.
Won the league.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we had Victor Moses at wing-back, for instance, yeah? We won the league with Victor Moses at wing-back.
I'm not being funny, yeah. He played 5 at the back, but he never felt like it was part of the bus football.
No.
That's what you have to say about Conte. Those wing-backs were on the move. They were up there. Yeah. So, even though it was 5 at the back, people say it's defensive football, but if that defensive shape, all of a sudden, there's 5 people, like there's 3 wingers, basically. You know what I mean? You're looking to the side and you've got like 5 people on you. I'm sorry, that even though it was a defensive shape, it was very attack-minded football. That's one thing you have to give Conte. Just because it's 5 at the back doesn't mean that it's defensive.
Yeah.
Wingers and wing backs up there. Whew.
But with with Mourinho, yeah, the reason I support part of the bus is because he was winning us leagues with it. We broke the record for least amount of goals scored conceded in a season. Like Mourinho did that with that part of the bus, and I'm always going to support my manager's decisions in tactics. I'm not someone who's picky about what I want to see from my club. I want a manager who wins stuff. And I don't care how they play. I don't care if other fans are like, oh, you part the bus, you're boring. You know what? They get results. And I never argue with results. So, and unfortunately, Salah didn't fit in that. De Bruyne didn't fit in that. Lukaku didn't fit in that. I mean, even if we're looking more recent, Mark Guehi, he didn't even get a sniff at Chelsea. But look at him now. Palace balling out.
I just finish off these comments, Bill. It's all right. It's only a few. It's about number four, and that's it. And then we'll go. It says, Rich is my bro again. He said, we're all saying that about United defence. All clubs are letting goals in when you look at the top 8. Yeah, we are. I mean, our win against Luton 4-3. It felt more like a defeat than a win to me, to be honest with you. You could say anything next week. Liverpool, Bruno got 5 bookings yesterday. He's suspended. So he's got 5 bookings, Bruno. He's suspended for next game.
Yeah.
Arsenal
that's cussing about.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No, that's right, Joe. No, that's fine. That's fine. And it says Arsenal's remaining December fixtures are Brighton at home, Liverpool away, West Ham at home, and Fulham away. Well, you look at that. I think we get 3 points against Brighton. Liverpool, we might come out of there as a draw if we're lucky. West Ham, I think we can most probably beat West Ham. But look at Fulham. 10 goals in 2 games.
That they're both at Craven Cottage as well.
Yeah.
Bro, why do I feel like out of these 3 games, I don't think you're going to walk away with like 3 or 4 points?
It might happen. It might happen.
You're walking away with 3 or 4 points. I think you lose at least 2 of those games and you draw 1.
So what do you reckon? We'll lose to Liverpool and who?
Fulham,
and we'll beat West Ham and draw with Brighton?
Yeah. The thing is, and that might even West Ham are doing their thing right now as well. Didn't they just beat City as well?
Yeah, but they did also just lose 5-0 to Fulham.
I know, but you see, I feel like they're better prepared to play people like they turn up, innit? They're turning up against the Arsenals. They're turning up against the Cities. And the thing is, you're just a mini City, bruv. Yeah? You were just mini City. Yeah? So when they figure out how to beat City, they just put the same game plan on Arsenal. That's all they do. Yeah, that's how Aston Villa beat you. Yeah,
I like that. We're a mini City. I like that. And he goes, Nketiah, you got saved the money for Ivan Toney. Do you know what? It don't bother me if I get Ivan Toney. The player that I want, who I really like at the minute, Emery's change. I like Ollie Watkins personally, but that's my opinion on that one.
Do you know that Ollie was going to buy Ollie Watkins, and we was all like, no. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was going to buy Ollie Watkins, and we was like, nah. Yeah.
Didn't he play? If I remember correctly, didn't Ollie Watkins? Didn't he play for Brentford at one time? He did, didn't he? I swear he did. He used to play for Brent. Did he play there for a while, for a little bit, and then?
I don't think not that I can remember. Not in the Premier League so far.
No, it might have not been in the Premier League. It might have been when Brentford was in the Championship. I think they had Ollie Watkins then, and then obviously Villa snaps him up. But we're going to go on to the topic. Now, this is the topic. Now, do you know what, Joe? I think me and you, we just sort of sit back, relax, and enjoy. Because this final one says, Everton 2, Chelsea 0. Bad week for Chelsea. Bill is pissed. Right, so... Bill. Easy, Bill. Four's all yours, mate.
Fucking Chelsea, right? Let's do this. So, I am pissed. It is factual. I think at the end of the day, if we're looking at it, I was conscious coming into this game. How poor we played against United. I was hoping things would change against an Everton side, but you're looking at Everton's recent form. You're thinking this is a tough fixture. And it pisses me off to say that Everton Football Club against Chelsea is going to be a tough fixture. That pisses me off saying that. Like, I'm going to read some stuff out. I'm going to go into the statistics of this game because it baffles me, right? Sean Dyche should have got manager of the month. Let's shout that out.
Yeah, for real.
Like, if I'm looking at stats here, so I can't even. So we had 16 total shots, 4 of them on target. Everton had 9 shots and 5 on target. They had 7 less shots than us, and got 1 more shot on target. Right? We had more blocked shots. We had more shots inside the box. We had more shots outside the box. They had more tackles. They had more interceptions, more long passes. We had better pass accuracy, but not by much. They beat us on the crosses, successful crosses. We both got the same fouls conceded, same yellow cards. But I want to highlight one man, and this man I've stuck up for his entire Chelsea career. Reece James. I have backed this guy. I have backed this guy for years. He's better than Trent. He's better than Benny Blanco White. He's better than Hakimi. He's better than Kimmich if you chuck him at right back. Like, Reece James is one of the greatest in the world, and I've always stated it. Just because of his overall ability, better than Walker. Like, as an all-round player, he's probably one of the best that you're going to get with a right back. But it doesn't matter, because availability is the best ability, and he's got jack shit of that.
How would you compare him to Wan-Bissaka? This is what Joe wants to know.
I'm staying out of this one, yeah. I'm not even going to lie. Wan-Bissaka is my boy, but I will give Reece James. Look, if it's one person that I will take from Chelsea, it's Reece James. Yeah. It's Reece James. Yeah. I will get rid of Gallo. I mean, listen, that's another story. I would take Nkunku even though he ain't even touched grass for you guys yet, has he?
Mm-hmm. Well, pre-season, not in the Premier League, no.
Nah, bro, listen, that's what I'm saying about Chelsea players, isn't it? They get so much in that you just forget how much great players that they actually have. And just because you guys do shit, people think the players are shit. Never the case, bro. Take Nkunku. I'll take Nkunku. I'll take Reece James. I would even take Gallagher. I love Gallagher because I live close to Crystal Palace. Yeah, Palace is kind of like my secret love. You know, the ones there, like I like them on the secret. Yeah, I want them to beat every other team apart from Man United, kind of thing. But when it comes to people like Gallagher, bro, I've watched him when he was at Palace, and was he fire? Goes back to Chelsea, just looks average again. That's the thing about
Levi Colwill. Left-footed centre back, can play left back as well.
Colwill, I don't mind Colwill. I think he's all right.
I think he's decent, but I think we can do better.
Okay.
We've already got Martinez as the left-footed centre back.
Is that your rant, Bill? Or is there something?
I just want to carry on with this Reece James thing before I please. Go. Right. So with Reece James, I've backed him. I can't back this guy no more. I've said this already. Availability is the best ability, and he is not offering that. Yeah, when he plays 45 minutes of football, if that, for like every 7 or 8 games, it's not worth it, man. I don't know how many more times I can try and support someone. Like, how are we giving the captain's arm? I love Reece James, and the fact that he's getting the captain's armband, I adore. But how are we giving someone who only plays about a full 93 games per season on average? Yeah. Or 4 games per season. And how are we giving that man the captain's armband? Thiago Silva, I'd give it to. The experience is there. The leadership is there. The level of discipline and stamina, and the fact that he lost as a 39-year-old to still be performing at the best of the levels in the Premier League, the hardest league in the world. Why is he not getting it? Conor Gallagher, he got the captain's armband when Reece James I think it was Reece James or Chilwell came off. Yeah, Conor Gallagher got the armband. We won that game, and Conor Gallagher led that team. How are we giving the captain's armband to a player who can't last 45 minutes, let alone the full 90, let alone a 38-game season, let alone with cups in that we're trying to win? Like, I love Reece James, and I adore that guy, but we need a right back. Malo Gusto, he's young, he's quick, he looks sharp, he's got a few mistakes in him. Yes, he got a red card early on in the season, but that shit happens, right? Red cards come here.
Would you take Dalot for Reece James?
But yeah, you keep that low. You keep that low. But I'm thinking like Dumfries from Inter. I like him. I'm thinking maybe Frimpong from Leverkusen. I really like him.
No. You can stay clear. I know Chelsea just go and buy everything in it, but you just leave that alone. Yeah, I noticed that you went for both Dutch players. Yeah, you know that's what our speciality is now, isn't it? Yes, you just back off of them too, isn't it? Yeah. The first guy that was the first one you said, Dumfries. Yeah, he was one of the first right backs that was linked to us as soon as Ten Hag came, and now Frimpong, since the end of last season, Frimpong's been connected to us. So both of the two players that you said, hopefully one of them should be coming to us. Hopefully Frimpong.
But yeah, like, well, I am starting to think, you know what? We need a right back now. We do need a right back, and it pains me.
Chelsea needs a right back.
I genuinely think we do. We need.
Really, you need a bloody miracle. That's what you need at your club. I got.
You know what? So for a fact, I know that we're getting Osimhen. Whether that's in January or in next summer, we're getting Osimhen, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be a given. So that's the goal sorted. The support, I feel like we need a bit more help. Palmer seems to be balling out, which I adore at the minute. And then we've got Sterling, who's balling out, and I adore at the minute. Madueke, I absolutely adore. I think he needs to be given some more opportunities. Gallagher in the middle, I adore. Enzo, I think he's good enough. Caicedo, 100 million. Yes, it's a lot of money, but I think with Caicedo it's a bit different because his debut for Chelsea was so poor against West Ham when we lost like 3-1, I think it was, that it sort of has already tarnished his sort of reputation within the Premier League for Brighton. But he seems to be doing all right. Our defense. One thing we had last season, which was what's it? The one thing we had last season was our defense. We were third in the league for least amount of goals conceded last season, and yet we were still finishing mid-table.
Right, Joe. I got your message. I'm just going to quickly fire through this bit. If you don't want to do if you got to go, if you don't want to do the predictions, you don't have to. But it'd be interested in let's quickly just go for it. Team of the weekend, right? My team of the weekend. I'll go first. Bournemouth.
Why Bournemouth? Screw you, Aston Villa. Why Bournemouth?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Aston Villa.
Yeah,
Aston Villa.
I'm going with Joe on this one, Aston Villa.
You bastard. I can't believe that.
Well, look who they beat. Look who they beat this week.
Yeah. I know.
Two scalps.
I know. Right, player of the weekend. Solanke. Well, that's mine. What's yours?
Do you know what? McGinn.
Hey, shit.
McGinn.
Oh, you could have said Richarlison for Tottenham.
I'm not giving Tottenham any props.
No,
Tottenham are not giving any props for me.
I don't blame you. Billy, who's your hang on. He's froze out. He's literally froze out. Right, okay. Let's quickly just go through this one. Right, worst player of the weekend. I'm gonna make mine quick. Mine's the I can't remember his name. The reserve goalkeeper for Newcastle today. I thought he had a yeah.
I didn't really watch the Newcastle match today, so I can't say. But for me, I'm going for Bruno Fernandes, worst player of the weekend, because he's throwing his toys out the pram. Yeah, knowing that we need him for the next game. Yeah. So he's thrown his toys out his pram and he's got himself a yellow card, knowing that he's going to go missing for the Liverpool match, and we needed him. So he's the worst player of the weekend for me. Trash bag.
Oh, good. Right, Billy, what's your player of the? Hang on. Yeah, your player of the weekend. You said team. You said Aston Villa.
Yeah.
But what's your player of the weekend?
I'm thinking.
Is that Solanke? All right.
Nah, Willian.
All right then, Willian. Right. What's your worst player of the weekend then?
Maguire.
All right. Well, we'll take that.
Excuse me, why? Why? No, I would like to know why. Explain yourself. You don't just say words and move on. Why?
Mate, imagine conceding 3 against Bournemouth.
So why Maguire then? Why him? It's not his fault.
Yeah, but he's meant to be this great centre back, winning player of the month. You know, being a solid defender.
What about Luke Shaw? He was doing just fine before Luke Shaw came in and started playing next to him. So why not blame Luke Shaw?
All right, all right. Luke Shaw, worst player of the weekend.
No, you're trash. You know what I mean? You should have look at your team. Look at your team. They're all trash. Blame them.
Right, worst team of the weekend. Bloody hell. Do I say Man United or Chelsea?
Man United.
Actually, no. I'm going to go West Ham. West Ham, because he lost 5-0.
We lost 3-0 to Bournemouth, bro. Like, no, it has to be United for me.
Oh, it's got to be United. Yeah, yeah. Joe, you twisted my arm there. That was very easy, mate. Thanks. So,
I mean, who did West Ham lose? I mean, they lost to Fulham, but we lost to Bournemouth. That's West. Nah, Fulham is Fulham, innit? Yeah.
Fulham at 9th. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
what's your worst team's United as well, Joe? You say you're in.
Oh hell yeah, 100%.
And yours is Man United, right? Okay.
So we all agree Man United were shite this weekend.
So we all agree for Man United. Yeah. Right. So we've done that one. We're going to go on predictions now. Joe, if you want to stay around and do it, you can. If you need to hop off and go on to another.
Yeah, it's not that. I got my kids here, innit? They need to get to bed, bro.
Oh yeah.
To do it. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I understand that.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mute my mic. Actually, no. I'm going to have to go, actually. I was going to see if I could mute the mic and put them to sleep and then come back, but I'm going to have to go, guys. Thanks for having me on, though.
No, that's right, Joe. It's a good one. Nice one. If you're all right, I'll get you on again. And if
shout me and I'll definitely be back.
Yeah, definitely. Joe, just before you go, please give your show a shout out for everybody to know where you're.
Oh, guys, please come and join me sometimes on my channel, which is Backhand Entertainment. Yeah, it is. It's not just talking football. Sometimes we talk just life stuff. You know, last thing I spoke about was P. Diddy and what's going on there. The thing I spoke about before that was Will Smith. Come and check the shows out. We also talk about football, and you can catch me and Football Power Hour every Saturday on KG's channel doing the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay.
Thank you. Make sure everybody subscribes to that. I subscribed the weekend to Joe's channel and Power Hour as well. I got to be honest with you. Good channels.
I'm on the road to 100 people. Come join me, please. I want to get to 100.
Get into 100. Come on. Get into 100. Same. But thank you, Joe, for coming on, mate. Oh,
anytime.
It. Right. And there was 2.
Here we go, Anne.
Right, Bill. This one's all left up to you now. Obviously, it's predictions time. You've added up all the tallies of results from the weekends and also the midweeks. Come on then, let's hear it.
So the midweek, Anthony finished bottom on 3 points. For anyone not knowing, you get 1 point for predicting the right score way. So whoever won the game, whether it's a draw or a loss, and you get 3 points for predicting the exact score. And Anthony managed to predict 3 winning outcomes, but not by the exact fixture, hence why he only got 3 points. I was next up on 5 points. I had a really poor time. Then it was AFC Always on 7 points, and then you had Rich, your younger brother, on 9. So he won.
He won in the midweek.
He won the midweek predictions. Yep.
Bastard.
But moving on to the weekend.
Yeah.
So Anthony doesn't know this one.
No.
So Anthony finished on 2 points.
Oh God.
Then Rich finished on 3 points. Then AFC Always finished on 5 points, and I finished on 6, meaning I won the weekend prediction.
Yes, you did, because if you add it both up together, that gives you your tally then.
So if I add both up, you had Anthony on 5. You had me on 9. On 11. You had Rich on 12, and you had AFC Always on 12 as well. So Rich and AFC Always both drew
joint winners.
Yep.
Oh God.
Anthony though, man, 5 points in 2 weeks or 2.
That's crap, isn't it? That is Chelsea form. Yeah, that is Chelsea form. That is.
But moving on to these predictions now, Anthony, I trust you to make the right decisions. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So first up, you have Nottingham Forest at home to Aston Villa. Now, you know Forest's form at home is good. You know
Yeah.
Villa is good wherever they go. So it's going to be a tough one to predict.
Well, Forest, they got hammered in midweek, didn't they? They got hammered.
Do you want me to tell you my prediction?
I'm going to go. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a Villa win on this one, Bill, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 3-1 Villa.
Exact same as me. Moving on, you have Chelsea at the Mighty Bridge against Sheffield.
Oh God, blimey! It's like what I said. There's no such thing as easy games anymore. Anybody watching in the chat, if you want to join in and put your predictions into the chat, and I'll read them out.
I've gone for a 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea. Do you know what? I was going to think that. I'm going to go. Do you know what? I'm going to give Sheffield United the benefit of the doubt here. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. I'm just going to give Sheffield United a goal.
Okay. Next up, City at the Etihad to Palace.
Blimey, Palace played really well against Liverpool.
It is at the Etihad.
And it is at the Etihad. I tell you what, I'll go 3-1 Man City.
Similar to mine. I've gone 3-0 City. Next up, Newcastle at home to Fulham.
Newcastle home to Fulham. Flipping heck. Do you know what? I'm going to put me down for a draw. I'm going to go 2-2.
Exact same as me. Anthony, there ain't going to be much between us, mate. Bournemouth at home to Luton.
Bournemouth home to Luton. Blimey. So if Bournemouth could beat Man United 3-0 and score a fourth goal, getting disallowed, but then Luton can play a good game, can't they? Do you know what? Slag is playing in recent form. I'm gonna go 2-0 Bournemouth.
I've gone 3-0 Bournemouth.
I
reckon Bournemouth will do another 3-0. Burnley at home to Everton.
Burnley home to Everton. Oh, Sean Dyche's all team. I'm going to have to favour Everton for that one. I'll go 2-1 Everton.
I've gone 2-0 Everton. I don't think Burnley have even got a goal in them.
No.
Arsenal at home to Brighton.
Arsenal and Brighton. I'm going to go for Arsenal win on this one. I'm confident they'll bounce back after the defeat at Villa. I go 2-0 Arsenal.
I've gone 2-0 Arsenal as well. For fuck's sake. Just so you know, I've written all my predictions down already.
Have you?
I've written them down. You're just saying them after me.
God.
Next up is Brentford. Wait, hold on. It says I've written Brentford and Villa. Let me double check that. Andy, can you double check who's playing? I've written Villa twice for some reason.
Right, okay, let me have a look. You got right, so Brentford. Brentford's got Villa on Sunday.
Who's Forest got then?
Forest got Tottenham on Friday night.
That's it. Forest beat Spurs at home. Ignore me.
Oh God, what did I say there? We didn't.
You had 3-1.
3-1
to Spurs, theoretically.
Oh, I should have that because you said Villa, didn't you? And I said 3-1
Yeah.
Villa. Right, change my scoreline because it's Tottenham and obviously Nottingham Forest in that. I'm going to go. Do you know what? Because it's a Friday night, I think it'll be a low scoring game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
1-1. Okay. I've actually gone for a 2-1 win to Forest. Forest are good at home.
Yeah.
So, right. Brentford at home to Villa. Sorry.
Right. That's right, mate. Brentford into Villa. I'm going to go. I go 2-0 Villa.
I've gone 2-1 Villa. Brentford are a potential threat. They always are.
Yeah.
So, West Ham at home to Wolves.
West Ham in Wolves. Do you know what? I think that game's going to be a draw. That game to me has got a draw all over it. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go another 1-1.
I've written 1-1 as well. Lastly, the biggest game of the Premier League weekend is Liverpool at Anfield against Manchester United.
Blimey, Liverpool at home at Anfield. Doing better than Man United. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
I've gone 4-1 Liverpool. I reckon Liverpool are going to give them a spanking.
Yeah.
Right, next week, Anthony, we will come back to these results and we'll see how badly you do this week.
Oh well, I hope I've done good. I can't handle that. If you're going to keep the points, and what we're trying to do in here, we're trying to keep a table. So the table obviously between it'd be me and you, but obviously when we get guests on, if they win, they just win. Look, because you can't guarantee the same guests and all that on every because different guests the week. Look, so if they win it, they win it. But with me and you, we'll just keep a table of ourselves going up.
Yeah, man.
So that's that. I think there is a couple of more comments here. What else did I see? That's that one there. I think. Oh, yeah, it's two more comments, and that's from me, bro. He did actually say yes. Brentford Championship. Watkins played for. Yeah, I was
he
right.
played. I think it was like I know it was like over 100 games for Brentford. What was it like? 100 and is it 120? 130? I'm pretty sure. When you said it at first, I was like confused because obviously I've only like I was only thinking about Brentford in the Premier League, and then I remembered him in the Championship, and I was like, oh wait, hold on a minute. And I swear he got like, I don't think he bagged loads for him, but he definitely played a lot for him.
Yeah, he did. He did definitely play a lot for them. Yeah. Yeah, I think he did play a hell of a play a hell of a lot for them. Oh, actually, here we go. Ollie Watkins on here. He played right.
He played 132 games.
He played 132 games and 45 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's played 123 games for Villa and 48 goals. Bloody hell, he played for Exeter City, 68 games and 21 goals. And also, flipping out, he played for Western-super-Mare. and that was on loan. And he scored...
Down in Somerset.
Down in Somerset, yeah. And he scored 2 goals for them, but I don't know in how many games. So, yeah, so he has been around a bit. He's obviously at the better club now. And that's it. So that's all the comments done. That's everything we have now. We've come to the end of the show. What are you up to now, Bill? What are you going to be doing after the show?
Going back to my FIFA, mate. I've got a lot to do. You
got lots to do. Oh, right. Okay, then. Right. Yeah, no, that's same. So, but yeah, everybody, that's it. That's the end of the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, what you're going to make of it. And have a good week until we see you next weekend. So we're out of here.
Take care.
Take care.